Hello boys and girls. Today Catherine is going to make burgers, okay? Homemade burgers. So first we have our utensils. We have a bowl to mix in. We have a dish to cook them in. We have a chopping board and a sharp knife, okay? That's really all we need. Then we have our ingredients. We have an onion, we have an egg, we have some minced beef, and it's round beef. I like to get good quality beef, okay, so it's round mince. We're going to use 8 sausages, maybe a half teaspoon or so of paprika, smoked paprika, and some pepper. Okay, you notice no salt. I don't add salt to any dishes because there's plenty of salt in food already. Okay, so first we're going to just chop our onion. Okay, and we're going to take off the bottom first and then the side. Sometimes onions make us cry. The best way to avoid crying is not to talk, it's to keep quiet and to breathe through your mouth, not through your nose, because when you take it up your nose, you take it up to your eyes. So I'll stop talking now for a second and I'll concentrate on breathing through my mouth. Now, it also helps if you have a good sharp knife and so you're cutting through the onion cleanly, you're not bruising it, letting the acid out. And cut it nice and finely. Onion gives lovely flavour to meat. Okay, so that's my onion done. And take away your peels straight away and put them in the bin, because it's the root really at the bottom that will make you cry. So that goes into the bowl first. I'm turning my board upside down so as not to have the onion coming up at me. So into it I'm putting about 450 grams of mince. So 450 to 500, you needn't be accurate on that. Okay, you can see it's lovely red, good quality meat, and when we look at it, it's red, it's raw. Remember the difference between raw and cooked. We're going to be looking at that in these burgers because we must always have our meat properly cooked. So that is red and it is raw. Okay, so I'm also going to put in an egg and that binds it all together. Okay. We're going to put in a good bit of pepper. Pepper is very good for our guts. And it also gives lovely flavour. Right. About a quarter teaspoon or so of paprika, or you can leave it out. Smoked paprika I like to put in. And then we're going to put in some sausages because everybody loves sausages and they have lovely flavour. So be very careful, we have to take the skins off. So put it on the board and slice your sausage down the middle. Okay, slice your sausage down the middle like that. Don't go all the way, just all the way through. Now sometimes you can buy sausage meat, but it's usually around Christmas time, there's no need. Okay, so we're going to catch the skin like that and just peel it off. Okay, and as I said, 8 of them. And if you like, you can put in some mushroom, but chop it up very finely. bit of cheese if you wanted, anything like that. But today we're sticking to sausage meat, beef, onion and some seasoning. 2 questions. 1, what animal do the sausages come from? And 2, what animal does beef come from? Okay, I want you to think about that, and I'll give you the answer in a few minutes, and I know you'll be right. Okay. The best way to mix burgers or meatloafs or anything like that is with your fingers. So that's why you must make sure that your hands are clean. But when you're cooking for your family at home, it's fine to use your fingers. If you were cooking in a restaurant, you'd have to wear gloves. So you hear it squeezing through my fingers. Place your burgers up. Have them like that in your hands. Right, I don't put flour or anything on them because I want them to be gluten-free as well. Okay, so 1. And try and make them roughly the same size. Now we're going to bake these in the oven because it's very healthy. We don't need to be frying them on the pan. So I'm going to get 6 fine burgers out of this. Okay, my first one was a little bit small, so I'm just going to put a bit more on that. Because I want them to be even sized. So these are almost like steaks, they're so good. Okay, so there they are, all ready, and they're going to go into the oven. So I'm just going to quickly wash my hands. Okay, I'm going to put on my oven gloves and I'm going to put them into the oven for 35 minutes at 170 degrees, okay? Of course you can fry them on the pan and you can add a little water. In fact, I'm going to add a little drop of water to these because it keeps them nice and moist. Just maybe half a cupful. And you can fry them on the pan. But I find this very easy when you're cooking for the family. So I'm setting the bell for 35 minutes. And I will be sure that they're cooked right through and that they're safe for my family to eat. So we're going to put a small bit of tomato sauce on the bottoms. Remember, it comes from the top of the pyramid, so only a small bit. Then getting our fish slice, we're going to lift out our burgers. And the first one, we're going to check the center to make sure it's cooked. So we can see no red there, so that means it's cooked. So then we're going to put a slice of cheese on top. Lovely cheddar cheese. Put on my oven gloves and we're going to pop it into the oven just until the cheese melts. So just for about 30 seconds. Put a small bit of tomato sauce on the bottoms. Remember, it comes from the top of the pyramid, so only a small bit. Then getting our fish slice, we're going to lift out our burgers. And the first one, we're going to check the center to make sure it's cooked. So we can see no red there, so that means it's cooked. So then we're going to put a slice of cheese on top. Lovely cheddar cheese. Put on my oven gloves, and we're going to pop it into the oven just until the cheese melts. So just for about 30 seconds. So now my cheese is nicely melted on top of the burger, so we're going to take them out. Now don't they look good? And you can heat the tops of your burgers either in the oven underneath or in the toaster. So they're just, remember to turn down the toaster to about 2 so that they don't burn. Okay, so we put them on top and give them a little press down, and they're ready to serve for your family. You can serve them with a nice salad, keep it nice and healthy.